légitimité à neutraliser des structures
when it comes to neutralizing nuclear structures in Iran, given what our purpose are, there is nothing illegal. There's no.
Même si la France partage l'objectif de ne pas avoir
These
de
strikes
nucléaire, nous
are
considérons
not
avec
illegal,
constance
but we consider
que c'est par la voie diplomatique et technique
that
que cela peut se faire.
we know what
Je
our
le dis parce que
purpose
j'entends
is,
beaucoup de
but we
commentateurs
consider
qui, au fond, vous
that the
renvoient
way
une forme d'inefficacité quand vous
to deal with
défendez la
that is
diplomatie sur ces sujets.
diplomacy. And
Mais quand on a
sometimes
la
we are being
constance,
blamed
on
for
peut
being
prétendre avoir de
inefficient.
l'efficacité. Nous avons
But
participé
when
aux
you
négociations
remain constant, you can be efficient. I remember the work undertaken in 2015, and France contributed to strengthening the JCPOA. And some of these mechanisms are still on the table, including the snapback. The United States decided 3 years down the road to walk away from the JCPOA. France regretted it, and I've been constantly fighting to reorganize, to open up this framework. But given that this framework was no longer in place, it was more difficult to monitor the Iranian program. And we continue to believe that it is thanks to the negotiations and by committing to negotiations that we can succeed. Your second question?
C'était le changement de régime. Je suis constant et je l'ai toujours dit.
Like I always said and will always do, I believe in territorial integrity and the sovereignty of peoples. I believe this applies to Ukraine, and we all do, given that we're defending Ukraine. So it applies all around the world, and there are no double standards. And the Europeans, because they defend the universal international law, are committed to defending it everywhere and anywhere. So I don't think we can act on behalf of, instead of a people, to topple a regime. And when I look at what happened in history, every time we made such a decision, no matter the legitimacy of the initial decision, and sometimes they were legitimate, mistakes were made, if not faults, and it never brought about some better situation. I have spoken to all of the leaders of the region yesterday, and none of them was reassured by what was going on. So I believe that if there is to be a regime change in Iran, that should be the initiative of the Iranian people and no one else.